Follow my socials.
Hi, beautiful people. August 11th, Copcraft. Police series with elements of fantasy? Light spoilers. Hey, my weapon is a hippopotamus. And what has it my weapon? Yeah, surely okay. The aesthetics of it are interesting. It's not unusual to have a series that creates something like this. The aliens are kind of like elves or wizards, but the biggest problem seems to always be that that world is not actually separate enough from the world we know. This series does not have this problem. The characterization of the characters is not wonderful, but in a police series, you kind of expect characterization to take a little longer. The main character's characterization was a little more interesting. The sidekick had a bit too much contrast between the aspects of her personality. But that's of course noticing that they have personalities, which is way better than a lot of anime that I saw this year. The premise is not super original, but the first episode does not close it, so it's entirely possible they will add stuff in to make it more interesting. End of the day, it was good. I would watch a second episode, but I can't say it's wonderful. I would definitely suggest it to somebody who likes police series, but let the rocks roll. The introduction ends with an homage to Law and Order. You can practically hear the hammer. And me, being a fan of the series, appreciate that. That series was not particularly factual, but I don't really think I should worry about that in a mostly fantasy series. I really like the intro because it began in kind of a silly way, really, but then the partner dies. It's cliche as hell, I know, but in fact the police series needs that. The violence needs to be felt if you want your audience to sympathize with the police officers. I also like how he handled the aliens. They already said that that alien is basically not just another alien, but they made sure to show that the hero has skills. The racism issue is way too far and way too little explored to say anything about it, but maybe they'll explore it later. The thing I didn't like about her characterization is that she is at the same time a child curious about everything around her and a person who says everything around her is beneath her. She doesn't directly say to the camera, hey, you are an earthling, therefore you are inferior, but she only seems to have any respect for the authorities doing what she wants them to do. That being said, she doesn't seem incompetent, and while the stereotype of the honorable warrior kind of functions well with this superiority complex, if she's curious about everything around her, she would give it a little more importance. The rest of the plot is but they are clearly trying to tell one story in 2 episodes, so I hope they develop further, but I still think you don't need 2 episodes to develop enough. But that's it. What did you think of this episode? Leave it on the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. And if you enjoyed it, please like, share with your friends, subscribe, and don't forget the bell.